Guys, we need to have a serious talk. Welcome back to my channel. The Washington Wizards are falling apart. Did you guys see the last few minutes of the game? Last 2 minutes of the game? I mean, LeBron James was in the lane. He was in the lane. He was in the lane. I mean, goodness gracious. There was no answer for him. I mean, there never really is, but my goodness, we couldn't answer back offensively. We couldn't even score points. Like, there was nobody from blocking him from getting in the lane. And once he did get a little resistance from getting in the lane, he just started kicking out the shooters that were knocking down shots. The Washington Wizards fell apart. John Wall had an awful turnover in the last 10 seconds of the game. It was horrendous. Like, who did you think was behind you? I would have tried to just go into his body and shoot up, just see how it would go. Like, maybe I could draw some contact or draw a foul or something. Like, definitely wouldn't have just passed out. And then it turned into a turnover. So he had a horrible turnover in the end. I mean, they're falling apart defensively. They don't know how to adjust. And Scott Brooks just looked like he was falling apart. Instead of shooting and shooting and shooting like that when they were missing, they should have attacked the paint, attacked the lane, attacked the basket. They should have been all in that area. They should have been rebounding hard and strong. Like you don't have you don't have another team getting momentum like that and just getting into the paint crazy like that, and your shots aren't falling and you just keep trying to shoot. Like, you need to attack. You need to try to draw a foul. You need to draw some contact, because attacking is not what you need to be doing at this time. And it's just crazy. Of course, I know I don't want to see the Cavs in the first round because LeBron James is a monster, but the Wizards weren't attacking as much as they need to. Kelly Oubre wasn't attacking as much as he needed to. He started to attack, but not really as much as he should have been. He's been struggling, so his defense needs to be better. Their defense is poor. But let's just talk about this falling apart in the last 2 minutes of the game. They are falling apart. They are also kind of falling apart with the fact that they are like 12 of their last 17 games. They've lost 12 of 17, I think. They definitely lost 7 of the last 10. It's awful. It's not something you want to see this late in the season. You want to end with momentum. And that last few seconds was just horrendous, falling apart. Like, I was just like falling over. I couldn't believe what was going on right before my eyes. Like, they blew that lead and they lost that way with turnovers and missed shots and no hardly any good, proper defense, and the wrong players in the game at the time, and missed shots and no rebounders. That's not what you want to see. They're really falling apart. And I know that maybe you could say that I'm over exaggerating or that I'm being dramatic, but at this point, to me, it just doesn't look good. There's 3 games left in the season, and I'm not saying they can't win them. I'm just saying, from what they look like right now, it doesn't look good. They've already admitted that they can't just turn it on in the playoffs and that they need to end with some momentum. They've already admitted that they play down to their competition. And a lot of times when they play big teams that know how to really win and know how to play hard and figure out ways to win no matter what the situation is, they fall apart. And those are the games that they want to win so bad because they're playing up. They're really playing up. And I know they showed lots of potential. They showed so much flashes during the second and third quarter of the game. So many good flashes during the second and third quarter. Just their defense was more crisp. It was more put together. Their offense was flowing. They were clicking on all cylinders. It looked really good. Especially on national TV, it looked really good for their name, for their respect, for their overall reputation. It looked really good for them. I'll give them that 100%. But I mean, when you're losing, what do you say? Like, oh well, we did do well. We did show flashes and glimpses to the public, even though we were supposed to be a playoff team, a top seeded playoff team when this season first started, over 50 win team when the season first started. Better expectations. I know John Wall's injury, but we had so many expectations for them. Right now a 7 seed because the Bucks lost to the Nets, so right now they're a 7 seed, and maybe they can just stay in the 7 seed. Maybe they could play the undermanned Celtics, but I don't really know because the Celtics are extremely well coached team. extremely well coached team. And the Raptors are on a roll right now. I mean, yes, they've had success against the Raptors in the playoffs previously. They swept them, but you never know. You really don't know what's going to happen in that time. And I know the Raptors, like the Raptors, might not want to see them either. So we'll just see how it goes. All I know is that I don't want them to see the Cavs, and I definitely don't want them to see the Sixers. They don't really have an answer for Joel Embiid. They don't really have an answer for Ben Simmons like that. And this young team is just clicking on all cylinders. They're riding the momentum of the Super Bowl. There are a lot of people rooting for them, sending a lot of good, not good, but definitely a lot of people are rooting for them, and just the spirit of the team and the city is really up right now. So they have a lot of motivation, and I just want to know, like, who do you guys want the Wizards to see in the playoffs? What do you guys think about this skid? Do you think they're falling apart? What did you think about them falling apart in the last quarter last night and with tonight? And like, what was your reaction to that? Like, let me know in the comments, guys. I'm over it. So peace, guys. It's your Janice. I guess I'll just keep talking. No, I'm joking. But yeah, definitely fell apart tonight, and it was just so hard and painful to watch because here you are having turnovers and not rebounding and missing shots and half-heartedly playing defense and just thinking that you had it in the can against a top-seeded team with the best player in the world on their team. Like, what did you really think was going to happen? Yeah, I just had to get it all out there. I just had to put it on the line for you guys. I had to put it out there. So I think that's all I had to say. So peace, guys. It's your girl.